So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a vase similar to this in style. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is one of these little balls, little spheres. I'm going to change it down. So at the moment, this is 20 millimeters. I'm going to make that smaller. So I'm going to go 5 millimeters by 5 millimeters and its height as well. Now, the best trick I can give you here is click on the little squares when you're resizing, and I just type it in. Okay, so now we've got these little small balls. Now, what we're going to create is one slice out of this. So just one row of these balls. So the whole idea is click on the ball, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. And I'm going to zoom right in on that. Now, down here, you're going to change this to 0.1 millimeter. And you can zoom in and out with the roly bit in the middle of the keyboard. So I'm going to put that down like that. Control V to paste again. Pop it down like that, Control V to paste. And you are going to keep doing this, making sure that they are all definitely joined together as you go down. I mean, if you just want it to be sort of a circular kind of vase, you can make that shape. I'm going to have mine go in and out. I'm clicking the middle scrolly button and actually moving my screen up here so I can see as well. I just keep pressing Control and V with these, thinking about the sort of shape that I'm making. And I'm coming down now towards the bottom of my vase. So what I want to do here is I just want to make sure that it definitely goes in a little bit further. This is going to be the top. So I want to make sure mine goes in a bit further. Oops. Let's change that there. Yeah, just making sure they're all definitely joined together. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So I just wanted to go in a little bit further than that. So I'm going to paste another 1 or 2. Yeah, that goes in further than that. Right. And we're going to I'm scrolling back out and I'm going to draw a big box, literally just click and drag to select all of it and merge it together to one shape. And after a second, you will notice that the red line disappears, and that will mean that it's one solid shape. I'm going to change my view over here. Now that's one solid shape. What I want to do here is I need to stand it upright. So at the top, you've got this left and right little semicircle with arrows. You're going to click and you're going to drag and make sure it's exactly 90 degrees, not 91, not 89, bang on 90. If you stick with the inner segments, it does an exact amount. Okay. Now, as you'll notice, that's going below the bed and above it. Here's the trick. Click it once and press this button here, which is drop to the work plane. So that is now touching the work plane. Right, here's our trick. We're now going to rotate that around 360 degrees. So we're going to use this tool here. This is duplicate and repeat. So we're going to duplicate it. Now that has just copied it. Even though you haven't seen anything, it has actually copied it. We want to move it slightly out. Oh, no, clearly I didn't click it, sorry. Click it once. There we go, it's duplicated. You want to move that slightly over, so just a millimeter or 2. Okay, so you're just moving a millimeter or 2 to the right. And then you're going to rotate it 10 degrees. So now I've got to go on the outside of the circle. So I'm going to rotate it 10 degrees and I'm going to repeat that 36 times to get round, because 10, oh, did I maybe make that 9? Hang on. So I'm just going to duplicate that again. So just repeat, duplicate, move it slightly out to the side, rotate it 10 degrees. And then we're going to keep pushing this button until it gets the whole way round. Turn it to the side a little bit so you can see when this finishes. There we go. Right, I'm going to look underneath it. So there is a bit of a hole underneath it. That's fine. What we're going to do for the first instance, we're going to draw a box around it again and merge it into one shape. Now, because we don't want to hold down the bottom of it, I'm going to put this sphere in. So the easiest way actually with this is just pop it on the level. I don't want it to be that tall. Click in the middle and change that down to 2 millimeters. and it'll get much smaller. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to use the align tool to get it right in the middle. So you can kind of move it into the right place. Let's just have a look and see. Yeah, that's about the right place. Now what we're going to do here, again, draw a box around both the vase and that base. And we're going to use this tool here called align. We're going to align the center one. We're going to align, if I just move it up here so you can see it a bit better, we're going to align that way. So now that should have lined it up. That's pretty good. So it'll have a slightly kind of flat base, but I actually quite like that. I think it looks quite nice. And again, draw a box around this, merge it together into one, and that has made our vase. Now that's not the only type of vase that you can do, so let's just move that over. I'll give you one other example. This time I'm going to use the scribble tool. I'm just going to grab that, click on here, and I'm going to draw what I would like here. So you can literally freehand draw. Again, I'm kind of going with the same shape. I'm not being very creative. Okay, and I've brought it in further than the top is in. And you'll see a little slice of it like that. You can delete bits of it if you want to. You can erase it there. You can erase a specific shape as well. Mainly, you'll just use the pencil. Click done when you're finished with your shape. Okay, now it's way too high, so we're going to bring that down till it's just 1 millimeter. Okay, so a nice small little slice. We're going to do the same thing again here. We're going to grab this. We're going to rotate it exactly 90 degrees. We're going to drop it to the work plane. I'm going to just scroll out a little bit here. Just move it down here. Okay, so what we're going to do here, grab it, duplicate it, move it slightly over. Try to keep it kind of the front in line. Again, you're going to rotate it. I think I'm just going to go, I'm going to do 10 degrees as well. There's going to be holes in this one. It wouldn't be a watertight vase. Right, done that. Click this. So again, I'm clicking 36 times till it gets all the way back to the beginning. That's back to the beginning. Group. Union. And that becomes one shape. Now what I didn't do is I didn't put a proper bottom on it. So if you wanted a flat bottom or anything on it, you could have done that. So you can do this for loads of different shapes. There's all sorts that you could use any of the shapes here and have a little experiment. You could experiment with the shapes of it. But yeah, this tool is quite useful, the duplicate and repeat tool.